Yes, there's a lot of questions from teachers about the flipped classroom. Here's one here now. How long are the videos? Well, they recommend that the videos only last to about 5 minutes, 10 minutes max, because you need to grab the attention of the student and keep their attention. And these learners only learn in short spurts. It's also useful the fact that they can go back and look at these individual videos, and if they just deal with one topic each, the student knows exactly where to go to get them. So, how do you know if your students have watched the video? Well, it would be a good idea to incorporate some task at the end of the video so that you know they've watched it when they come into classroom. It soon becomes apparent if a student hasn't watched it, because the majority of students do actually watch the videos. So the student who hasn't watched the video soon cops on and starts to look at them because they don't want to be left behind. I mean, when you think about it, the students have more time to work on their assignments in the classroom with the aid of the teacher. They get one-on-one instruction. It's very rare the students would get that in any other classroom. And the group discussion, if it's group discussion is part of it, it'll soon be obvious that they're not in with the rest of them. Now, they will still learn from it, but I think eventually they will learn to look at the videos before they come to the class. Okay, so the students who don't have access to computers at home, yes, this is an issue because I've spoken to a few and they don't. But then again, the student resource room is always available and always open for students, and it can be open late on Mondays and Wednesdays when there is night classes. They can look at these videos in the student resource room in between classes, or if they have an hour spare. I would just advise them to bring their own personal headphones so that they can go in anywhere and look at the video. There is a bit of work for the teacher initially in setting up the flipped classroom. But think about it. You have to do this lesson only once. You have it archived for future use. It can be retrieved at a later stage and edited. Maybe if the program needs updating, or you've changed the way you do a certain task, or you could add a task on. That's another good reason why they're in short, sharp chunks of videos, 5 and 10 minutes long. So you can add in an extra topic if you need to at a later stage. That's a very good question, and it's a major change in practice for teachers. When they come into a classroom, they're normally used to presenting a topic to the students for the first 20-30 minutes. So when you go into a classroom, all of a sudden that chunk is taken out of your class time, and it is a big time and it is a big change. So the best thing to do would be organise activities for your students. So they'll have group project work and you can see them working. If you have a group working, you can see who's the team members, who's the leader, who's the follower, how they break the work down, and ensure that every student takes their part in that group work. That's really important. Yes, I think education is changing. I think more students are using online tutorials. I think they're looking for information wherever they can get it. The benefit of the flipped classroom is that you're in charge of the information that they get. You're controlling them and you're steering in the right direction. You're steering the students in the right direction. So they're working to your criteria, to what they need to know to go on to further education. There's not an awful lot you need to know technology-wise, because if you have any resources like PowerPoint slides, anything like that, or there's a YouTube clip you'd like to incorporate into your class, if you give me that information, those resources, they're really rich resources for me. And then I will begin to build your flipped classroom. I will work in conjunction with you, of course. It would be good for a video of the teacher to be incorporated into the flipped classroom, because that continues the relationship between the student and the teacher. And then that would be followed on further by face-to-face contact time. However, it is possible just to narrate the videos, but I would encourage you to do it because you're the expert in your field. If you have any more questions, please contact me at this address.